congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, how does it feel to finally have this movie coming out?
So good. We shot it like a year ago. It's actually
Before Liv and Maddie, right? Or
before Liv and Maddie, because I went to the upfronts and they were like, "So tell us about Liv and Maddie," and I was like, "I don't know anything about it."
haven't gotten that far yet.
Playing twins, that's all I know. Yeah, so it was. I mean, it feels like an eternity ago. But I'm so grateful that it's finally coming out. I'm so excited, and I'm in my Disney blue, and I've got my boyfriend here, and I've got my family, my cast here. Everything is perfect, and there's hot chocolate and cookies, and it's magic.
Is this the first time that you're going to be watching the full movie, or have you seen it already?
I saw a sort of a rough draft of the movie a couple months back before we added in all of the like special effects and all the things that make it so, classically Disney. So I've seen the bare bones of it, but I haven't seen the full thing, so I'm really excited.
And what I love is it does throw back to those old DCOMs that everybody kind of grew up on and love, bringing back the sports and everything. What was it that really drew you in for this movie?
Into this movie? I mean, when I read the script, I know this sounds so like hackneyed and so, okay, yeah, right, but there wasn't much about the script that didn't draw me in. It was a very romantic script, and when you read a script, of course, it's subject to a lot of change before you actually start filming, but we kept a lot of the original elements, and like you said, it's very reminiscent of the old Disney DCOMs that I grew up watching, and it sort of plays on your heartstrings, and it's also sports and competition related, which I love because I'm actually a snowboarder in real life. So yeah, I mean, it was just sort of this perfect storm of my ideal movie. Yeah.
And I love the dogs in the film. That one dog, Donald, right?
Yeah.
What was his real name? But he was like amazing.
I think his real name was Daisy. Actually, I think it was a girl. Yeah. But we have everything. We have romance. We have sports. We have action. We have competition and heartbreak, and we have dogs and hot chocolate and snow. I mean, come on, what's not to love?
Do you have a favorite line from the film that you could say? Because there's some great one-liners, but also there's some great lines.
I do actually, and I wish it was, some kind of anthemic, nothing's impossible is a great line, and that's kind of our anthem. But my favorite line is actually this line that Kayla says to her dad in one of the more dramatic scenes, which is, "If I knew that I wasn't any good, I would have worked harder because I know that I can be great." And that line really resonates with me. I think it's really relatable, and it's the first time you see Kayla be vulnerable, and it's the first time you really see her let her guard down, and you see her without all of the fantastics and without all of the extravagance, and she's really bare bones, and she's it's poignant, and that really got to me, and that scene was a challenge for me as an actor, so that's actually probably my favorite scene too.
Great. And another thing that I love is the duet between you and Luke. What was it like getting in the studio, recording that?
We actually, unfortunately, did not get to record it together, but I think he was in school while I was recording, and then he got out of school, and we ran into each other last minute and shared an orange juice or something. But I think Luke and I discovered that we liked the way our voices sounded together on set. There was a lot of Phantom of the Opera duets that happened, a lot of Les Mis duets. We're really big musical theater buffs, so anytime I get to sing with Luke is kind of magic for me. So
I'm gonna campaign now for another duet for something, maybe just a YouTube cover.
I'm gonna campaign for anyone who's casting a current production of Phantom of the Opera. I mean, just saying, Phantom, Christine, make it happen.
Perfect, right there. Awesome. And this movie is kind of about conquering fears. What's the biggest fear you've overcome, or maybe one that you want to conquer?
Actually, shyness. I used to be, and I still kind of am, incredibly shy, and I have to work up a lot of energy, and I have to wake up early and talk to myself in the mirror and be like, you could do this to get out on, and do stuff like this, because it is intimidating, and this business is hard, and I've had to overcome a lot to be able to just put myself out there, and because anytime you put yourself out there, you're subject to criticism and all of that, and so it's been a big journey for me, and I'm definitely still on it, but this is the kind of thing that helps me overcome it, so thank you.
You're on an incredible journey. So much great news for you in the past couple days. How does that feel? I mean, we're excited for the next movie.
Yeah, I'm just coming off of a film, Barely Lethal, and so I'm still kind of in that mindset, but then I'm also in the Cloud9 mindset because I'm here, and then of course now Descendants.
You're taking on some iconic characters or relations, anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely dying over Descendants. It's I mean, it's my dream role. And especially working with Kenny Ortega, he's such a legend. He's such a Disney legend too. And I mean, I grew up with his films, and I mean, Hocus Pocus is still one of my favorite films, and he's such a kind soul, and just working, any time that I get to work with the channel is a good time. And I know I kind of like live in the Disney bubble, but it's my home, and they're my family, and I could not be more excited to start really digging my teeth and my claws into Descendants. It's going to be huge.
Last thing, will you tell people why they should tune into Cloud9?
You should tune into Cloud9 because I love you. No, because it's got something for everything. Your parents are gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Your kids are gonna love it if it's some parents watching this. It's very inspirational. I got inspired filming it and through just seeing it, and even the unfinished version that I saw. I mean, it brought me to tears, and it's inspirational, it's aspirational, it's relatable, it's action-packed, it's got romance, it's got drama, it's got everything, and it's a really beautiful story.